Hello my beautiful frogs, welcome back to some more Final Fantasy X for the PlayStation 4. Last episode we escaped the temple, and this entire episode is going to be post-commentary because when I originally recorded this, the audio screwed up and didn't save. It cut out randomly, and that was annoying. But as you can see, we are getting chased, and that's what we're going to be. We're going to be for a while. And since the music doesn't cut out when we enter a new battle, I'm gonna keep the battles in. At least for the time being. I think all battles were kept in, to be honest. Kinda hard to know when the commentary was, destroyed. But whenever you are encountered by a guado, they will summon 2 enemies, as well as joining the battle themselves. And I was trying to target in this foe here, but well, it didn't really go that well at the beginning. Luckily though, the guado are not as difficult this time around as they were in the Seymour battle. They still do have auto potion, but they are easier to kill now that they only have 1200 HP instead of the regular, instead of the 4000. So just to make sure, you know, that I would kill it, I decided to summon Shiva for the first time, now that we actually have her name. And, you know, this is what the actual summoning does look like. Even though in the recent episode where we got Shiva, thought that, oh, they have her in the dark because we don't have her name. But nope, that's just her regular summon. Also, one heavenly strike and they die, so they're easy to deal with. Now look, liquid steel, I believe that's a water strike weapon, or water ward weapon. But, as you can see, they still follow you despite destroying them. So yeah, this is what we essentially skipped on the way down here to begin with. So I was thinking that, oh, this probably leads to a dead end with a treasure chest, but we'll see after the battle, really, what we end up with. So I figured that these were ice enemies, so Null Frost make ourselves immune against the Flans, ice magic. Which is a good idea considering that the ice flan will deal ice magic damage towards you. And of course, decided to take the floating eye first because of the confusion. It's really annoying when your party members get confused after all, so that's why I want to take him out first. And figuring that, oh, you can always steal, get something good. Get some AP for Riku, as Riku is a party member I do like. The bad part about that though was the fact that she went in and actually took damage. But I also figured that she would be a viable option against the wolf, in where Yuna would not be as good against them as Riku would with her grenades. She does have a higher accuracy than all the other party members, with the exception of Waka and Titus. So she is a viable option against the smaller foes. But here we are, we reach a treasure chest with a level 1 key sphere in it. And to my surprise, we could actually run down here. So I figured I would go up to actually check on the area there to see where we end up. It's a good idea, after all, to ensure that I don't miss any treasure chests. And since I have Riku ready, it's a good choice to just use the grenades to kill the enemies as quickly as I can. I think I was hoping for an overkill here, but well, to my surprise I didn't really get one. And you know, it's not often that you can destroy an enemy with Yuna without summonings, but I figured I'd go for it. Unfortunately for me though, the attack missed twice. And then Aaron missed. So I decided to just take it with a death doll. Now that weapon is extremely overpowered when it works. You don't get an overkill unfortunately, but you're almost guaranteed to take out the enemy. So I figured I would just run back to double check to see if I had missed any treasure chests or not. And as to my surprise, I did not miss one. Oh wow, an ambush. Ambushes are very terrible after all, because the enemy have a high chance of dealing out a good amount of damage. But figure I'd heal everyone with a prey. Everyone except Yuna though, because well, she never took any damage. I was thinking of having these episodes as post-commentary, and when I say these, there's another one after this one. Not post-commentary, I mean co-commentaries. But considering it's been 2 weeks now without a single video, I figured that, nah, I don't have the time to wait for my friend to have time and record and send me the script and commentary and such. So I figured I'd just go the easy route and do the post-commentary myself. Even if, you know, post-commentary sections are very good for live commentary. Not live commentary, I mean co-commentary. It's easy to do do co-commentaries on post-recorded videos, is what I'm trying to say. Unless you're doing a co-op, of course. Like my and Samurai TX90's co-op on Resident Evil 5 or on Much Games Guides. We only used one footage though, that was my footage. But we did talk over Skype at first, and later episodes we used Discord. Because Discord is a lot easier to set up. With both recordings and, well, sound quality in reality really. So I was thinking here if I want to go with the overdrive or not. And I opted to actually go for it. And I decided to go with the shooting star. Not sure why actually. Oh yeah, I remember why. It was because I wanted all the characters to have AP. That's why I did it. Oh, look at that, Riku just died. So we're gonna have to waste Phoenix Down, or use Phoenix Downs rather, to resurrect her. Which is unfortunate, but that also gives the enemy an opportunity to attack Riku again. Lucky for me though, it attacked Lulu instead. Which gave me an ample chance to Stolen Arctic win. But back to Resident Evil 5 co-op. We did record that over Skype at first and then Discord. And he basically just sent me his commentary. I synced it up with the sync point we created before every recording session. So it was very easy to actually edit that. I think the most difficult part was actually getting the sync point with the video to work. But here we are, upgrading our characters. We got a new ability for Kimari. I didn't really pay attention to what it was. But well, at least we got one. So you know, that's a good thing. And unfortunately I'm out of levels. But we're getting pretty close to a new ability now. I think it might have been sheared actually. So I was looking here to deciding where I wanted to go. Going up here leads to Sloga, I think? No, Slow. Oh yeah, I already have Sloga. And that would eventually lead to Bri with a level 3. And then I looked at see here that, oh, Titus is also on his way there. So figuring it was better to actually leave that upper section for Titus. Then I was checking the abilities here to see that Armor Break was one ability I got there. And then Trust. And if I would follow here I would get Hastega. Which would actually be rather handy to have. But then I would miss out on Mental Break and those kind of moves that are also very useful. And eventually Sentinel, which is basically a full guard. I would also miss out on Quick Hit, but that is something that Tidus would get, so I opted out for that and decided to go with the break moves instead. Plus I can always move back here once Oran's section is closer to finished. He does have haste as is. Of course, haste the guy is better because it hastes an entire party at once. So it costs you only 1 turn instead of 3 turns. I do believe it's more expensive in terms of MP though. I think it's 40 MP instead of Sloga's 20. So ultimately it's cheaper in terms of MP to use 3 hastes than it is to use 1 Hastega. Of course, Hastega is more effective and a safer bet. So, decided to move up here, and of course it takes a little bit of time because Lulu's grid has a long movement right now, or at this moment or area. But we increase some good stuff like agility, defense, and accuracy. Then I was deciding where to go with Yuna next. Figure that her route kinda connects with Riku's. It got me curious what I would get if I would follow that route, and I saw Mug. I figured, nah, Mug is kinda pointless for Yuna at this point. So I decided to go here and well, use the Mana Sphere and the other Mana Sphere for more MP and magic defense. And then I decided to move further up and go with the white magic route for Yuna instead. Instead of the thief route. I do believe the white magic route actually grants you more HP as well than the thief route. That's one of Riku's banes really. Her lack of HP. Then again, Yuna also lacks quite a bit of HP, which will be an issue later on in the game for a coming battle, a coming boss battle to be exact. But pretty sure I don't have to worry about that. Mostly because, you know, that section is already been recorded, so I already know about it. But you viewers do not know, and you don't know how well it went, if I failed or if I succeeded. Either way, I found a save point, so this is where I'm gonna end off the episode. If you enjoyed this episode of Final Fantasy X, consider becoming part of the Frog Squad by subscribing today if you haven't already. And if you want to help me and the channel grow even further, you can do one of the following 3. You can A, like this video, B, share your thoughts by leaving a comment down below, or C, share this video with someone you know. With that said, this has been LPGrodus saying, thank you very much for watching, stay froggy one, and I hope to see you next time. See you then.